What is going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with another fun little video we tried before to see what would happen if we had a team of nothing but defensemen, and now I want to try it with forwards. What would happen if we had a team with no defensemen and just 18 forwards? We'll pick some two-way players, some other players that are just, really good defensively. I have a couple of people in mind. We're going to grab 3 different pairings of defensemen, all forwards, put them on a team that is basically all offense anyway, and see what happens. Can we make the playoffs? Can we go on a bit of a run? What can we accomplish? Anyway, if you haven't already, scroll down, hit that like, what's up, blah, 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 blah. Now let's get started. We'll go into rosters. We'll go into player movement. Team that is all offense. I'm thinking what we're going to do is probably go to like the Edmonton Oilers. Like, they have some decent defensemen, but they are kind of an all-offense team. Connor McDavid he's 97 now? Oh my God, that's craziness. Jesus, he's like the perfect hockey player. He has 97 poise, but yes, his discipline is very low. Holy crap-a-moly. Anyway, so what we're going to do first is put Darnell Nurse in the hot seat. Who would I want as a defensive forward? I think you gotta go probably with Marchand. So it'd be Brad Marchand would be our number 1 left defenseman. All right, so let's do that. Afterwards, we got Matthias Ekholm, who is very good. Who do we got for two-way forwards? Dylan Cousins, that'd be fantastic. You know what? I'm going to go with Dylan Cousins, and he's going to be our second pairing right defender. There you go. Okay, so the next defenseman they have would be Evan Bouchard. And I think, who do we want to go with? Who do we got? You know what? I already know who I want as my other. I know he's a playmaker. He's not a two-way forward. Defensively, he is kind of fantastic, though. So Mitch Marner, Mitch the Rich, baby. He's coming over to the squad. Who do we got next? We got, it changed on me. We got Cody Ceci. And after that, who do we want? You know what? Why don't we go for somebody, not Chandler Stevenson. Where are you? William Karlsson. Is he a left shot? He is. So he can be our second pairing left defender. Big Bill Hells Karlsson. All right, so now we got to go down. We got to find another defenseman. We got Ryan Murray. Who can we take? Elias Pettersson. I've already got my top pairing. So we need to go lower. We have both our number 1 defenders. We have both our number 2, so we do have to go for like third pairing guys, and I got somebody in mind. I gotta tell ya. So we'll try and find some two-way forwards. We got Boyd. Barrett Hayton. There you go. Ryan Murray for Barrett Hayton. What does he shoot? He shoots left. So now we need a right shot, and that will be our 6th defenseman. So who do we got? Brett Kulak, Quebec City combatant legend. And we'll take somebody from... Who's someone we haven't taken anyone from? They have like nobody on this team. It's kind of insane. Left wing. Taylor Radish. He's a right-hand shot. Relatively decent defensively. Yeah, we'll go with Radish for Kulak. Now, do they have anybody else? Oh, I have to go back to the top, I think. Yeah, there we go. Do they have anybody else as like a defenseman even, really? They got, Broberg, Vinny Desharnais, Oscar Klefbom. They still got Mike Smith, but I'm not going to do anything with that. And I think we kind of have everybody, right? I think I might take like Jason Dickinson as a spare just because it's always good to have a spare. There you go. So I think we're good. I think we have our team. Now, let's jump into franchise mode with all these guys that we just took from other places, other teams around the league, and let's see how this team does. I will see you guys when we get to the main franchise menu. All right, so here we go. We are the Edmonton Oilers. Division realignment? No, we do not need it, but owner mode will be off. Player morale off. Fog of war off. Salary cap still on. Head coach at its lines off. So we just moved out a whole lot of money from the Edmonton Oilers, but we just took on a whole lot of money. So those guys are probably going to make way less now. Keep the salary cap on. Everybody's contracts are probably going to be way smaller than they actually are. Now let's see what happens when we get there and edit all these lines. All right, so here we go. We're at the main franchise menu. I'm going to have to go to edit lines. They probably brought up a crap load of of guys up from the AHL. Well, we got Carlson, Cousins, Dickinson, Janmark, Ryan McLeod, and Derek Ryan. That's not how I wanted that to go. William Karlsson was going to go down here. Dylan Cousins was going to go down here. And after that, let's go Jason Dickinson, but he shoots left. Okay, now I got to go look at the... Well, I'll steal him. I'll steal him. We'll go left wing. Brad Marchand was my guy. Changing current line. So Brad Marchand. And beside him, I wanted to go with Mr. Mitch Marner. That is going to be our number one defensive pairing with William Karlsson, Dylan Cousins, Jason Dickinson. And I got to figure out who else we had. Oh, yeah. Taylor Radish will be our other right shot, third pairing defenseman. That's actually, if these guys were defensemen, that would be an unbelievable decor. That is a very overpowered decor. Oh, now I got to deal with this. Oh, it was Barrett Hayton. That's who it was. Barrett Hayton was going to be our third pairing left defender. He's going to end up being the spare. So I'm going to have to scratch this player. Whoops. Scratch player. I think I'm going to have to redo all this, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I know we got -5s across the board here, but this is what the team is going to look like. I know this is taking longer than it should, and it's very early in the morning, and I am incredibly tired. So it's going to be Zach Hyman with Connor McDavid and Nuge, Kyler Yamamoto beside Leon Draisaitl and Evander Kane, third line of Warren Fogle, Nick Bjugstad, and Barrett Hayton, fourth line of Devon Shore, Ryan McLeod, and Clem Costin. On defense, we got Brad Marchand, Mitch Marner, Dylan Cousins, William Karlsson, Jason Dickinson, and Taylor Radish. And in net, we're going with Mr. Stuart Skinner, who has low starter potential. How did that friggin' happen? And then we got Jack Campbell as the backup, Mr. Soup himself. Lottery pick from yesteryear. Anyway, all right, so, oh, hold on, too many dress skaters. So everybody else is good to go. These lines are done. Everything's fantablicious. Like I said, I wanted to do this on a team that was all offense anyway. So the Edmonton Oilers, I think, are kind of the perfect team to do it with. I have to go into the settings. I have to turn injuries off so we don't got to worry about that. And then we can just start simulating. Like I said, I know this one's a little more off than they usually are. I'm usually pretty smooth with this stuff. And it's like today I'm just so tired, but I do know I want to get this video done. So anyway, let's start the simulation. And I will see you guys probably, I'm going to say mid-December. I think that's where we'll go. We'll go to December 15th. See where this team's at. See how everybody's doing. I have no clue how this is going to work out. All right, so here we go. December 15th. This team actually went on a bit of a heater for a bit, a little ways back, and ended up actually with a pretty respectable record. 30 games into the season, we are 18-11-1. We're second in the Pacific. And a lot of these games had pretty high scores, and Connor McDavid, act surprised, leads the team in points. Let's see how everybody's doing. He's 97 overall. Second up is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the same amount of points, actually. Draisaitl with 28, Hyman 23. Where is our first defenseman? It would be Mitch Marner with only 14 points, and he's a -7. That is particularly surprising. Big Bill Hells Carlson plus 15 on that second pairing, and he's got 12 points in 30 games. Marchand is a -6. So our top pairing is not exactly getting it done. He is a franchise player, very good defensively, incredible poise. This team is all poise. Dylan Cousins, plus 13. That second pairing is absolutely getting it done. And he grew. He actually grew. That's wild. And he actually fits perfectly on that top pairing. He might end up switching out with somebody before this season is done if it keeps going this way. All right, so yeah, it's kind of a score by committee team until you get near the end. Soup, 5-1. He has a 936 and a 1.82. Mr. Stuart Skinner is 13-10-1 with a shutout in 24 games and 898 and a 3.20 goals against average. So not exactly what you want to see out of your starting goaltender. Soup is giving us some real quality starts. We're 6-4 in our last 10. Now let's get to around the trade deadline, I guess, and see where we're at from there. So we're going to go to February, basically get to the end of it. We'll go to March 2nd is where we'll go to. All right, so 62 games into the regular season, we are right in front of the trade deadline with a 33-23-6 record, still second in the Pacific. It's like we go on a heater, and then we'll go on this crazy losing streak, and then we'll go on this crazy winning streak. This team is so up and down, but I do believe that at the end of it, it's going to be a lot of wins because we got a lot of people with a lot of poise on this team. Now look at this, that top pairing that was -7, -6? Or -7 for Marner, -5 or something for Marchand. Now, Marner's back to even. He's a 0. He's got 30 points this year. Marchand only down to a -2. He has 17 goals. Wow, okay. And then we'll go down to Mr. Dylan Cousins. He has not grown anymore. It looks like he's about to, though. Big Bill Hells Carlson there, 30 years old. He's a +1 still. So the defense on this team, their plus-minus has taken a little bit of a hit. And I feel like I'm kind of focusing on that stat a little too much. But, I mean, yeah, everything's going pretty well. Jason Dickinson, though, not exactly putting up any points. But he is a +5, and he's one of our third-pairing guys. Very good defensively. You know, let's see how the goaltending Wendy's are doing. Mr. Stuart Skinner turning it around. 55 games played, 28, 21, and 6, with still just the one shutout, but he now has a .906 and a 2.92 goals against average. Mr. Soup is 5-2 in 8 games, so he must have gone in for Stuart Skinner in relief at some point and did not do very well. But he still has a .925 save percentage and a 2.25 goals against average. Not too shabby. All right, let's get to the end of the season and see if this team can stay in a playoff spot. I can't wait until after the trade deadline, so teams stop trying to offer me freaking third-round draft picks for Devon Shore over and over again, or like fifth-round draft picks. You're not going to get a third for Devon Shore. I'm sorry. Sorry, Devon Shore. I like you, but it's not going to happen. All right, so here we are at the end of the regular season, and we snuck into the playoffs with a 42-33-7 record to put us third in the Pacific. We went on a wild losing streak and then a wild winning streak, but we are taking on the LA Kings in the first round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Look at this. Leon Draisaitl overtakes Connor McDavid for number 1 on the team in points with 90, and Connor McDavid just an 83-point season. Kane had a good year. Hyman had a good year. Nuge had a good year. Fogle, holy crap, where'd you come from? Yams had a great year. Mitch Marner, 42 points, +4 on the blue line. Man, and he doesn't even take penalties. You love to see it. Brad Marchand got himself up into the plus category as well. Almost had himself a 20-goal season as a defenseman. Craziness. Dylan Cousins, he did grow again. Oh my, he's 87 overall. Barrett Hayton, 24 points, not bad. William Karlsson, 24 points, +7, not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a whole awful lot. Clem Costin played all 82 games, just the one goal. Just one goal. And Costin, I mean, you got to love him. Like, he's great. He's so lovable. Let's see how the goaltenders did by the end of it. Stuart Skinner played 73 games this year and had a 34-31-7 record, a .900 even save percentage, 3.13 goals against average. Jack Campbell jumped into 13 games, meaning he came in relief for Stuart Skinner at least 4 times. He had an 8-3-0 record, 1 shutout, a .924 save percentage, and a 2.19 goals against average. So he had a great year, but I just don't think I'd want to use him in the playoffs. So we're going to hit advanced day, see where the NHL season is complete. We're going to take on the LA Kings. Let's go back to the calendar and see if we can take them out with no defense. Let's do it. There's a loss. Oh, you hate to see it. There's a win. There's a loss. There's a win. There's a win. There's a loss. There's a win. We made it to the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs, and we're taking on the frickin' Vancouver Canucks. I should have taken Elias Pettersson, but it's fine. Here we go. Loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss. Damn, we got taken out in the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. We went 6-7. I just got to look at the stats real quick. Evander Kane led this team in points. All right, so we'll go over to player stats in the playoffs, and then we will see who actually took the cup. So Kane led the parade with 17 points in 13 games. Dreezy was right behind him with 16. McDavid with 11. Yams with 9. Marner with 6 assists, and he was a +5. I don't see Brad Marchand anywhere. There he is, 5 assists. Okay, +4, 5 assists. Only 1 penalty in the playoffs for Brad Marchand, but everybody knows that the referees love him. So Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. I was wondering how far we were going to be able to carry this one off. Dylan Cousins, just a 1 point, and he was a -6. Jesus. Go to the goaltenders, where Stuart Skinner put up good numbers. He was 6-4-3 with a shutout in 13 games. He went 9-15 with a 2.84 goals against average, and Jack Campbell came in relief twice and had a 9.42 and a 1.55. Great numbers for Mr. Jack Campbell. So now, I'm also getting sick, by the way. That's why my brain doesn't work today. So now we're going to go back to the calendar. We are going to see who won the Stanley Cup. Who took the cup? Who took the Calder? I mean, nobody cares about the Calder, but, I mean, you know. The Vancouver Canucks won the Stanley Cup, and the Texas Stars take the Calder Cup. Oh, my goodness, it's insanity. All right, stop, finish, go away. So that was a whole lot of fun. I can't believe it. We actually made it to, was it game 6? Game 6 of the second round or something like that? So that's not bad, man. That's not bad. I mean, this team did a lot better than I thought we were going to, but it's the Edmonton Oilers. They're a team that is just all offense all day. All go, no quit. Controller down. Time to do the outro. This was a fun little quick video to do. Something for your Tuesday morning. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. Until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.